Alright, so let's come back to our second session A1. That our second session we are going to move on with Hangout 6. So in Hangout 6 we are going to continue our lessons that it is going to be page 96 and 97, right? And in Hangout 6 today we are going to end up our unit 8 as well. And I hope that you are going to enjoy learning with me, and especially before when we end up this one, I hope that you are going to review the vocabulary words in here as well, right? Okay. So in unit 8 is an accident-filled party. So in this one we are going to move on with the page 96. So page 96 is that section D, listen and answer the girl's question. So in here you have seen so far in here, the picture is talking about a conversation between the girls, right? Between two girls. So in here one girl is going to ask the question and one girl is telling them about what is it going to be, right? Okay. So remember that in this case they just want you to guess, okay, to think about the answer that is possible happen, that it is possible to be the correct answer for your thinking. However, we have two sections, right? Section E is the one section that going to tell you exactly about the answer in section D. But before you are going to move to section E, I would like you to have a listening to section D first, right? So A1, let's start you listening to section D.
D. Listen and answer the girls' questions.
Hey, Becca, you look excited. What's going on?
Hi, Julie. I just finished reading Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. It's the last Harry Potter book.
I've seen the movies, but I've never read the books.
You should. J.K. Rowling is a great author.
Oh, really?
Number 1.
Where was J.K. Rowling born? Oh, I didn't know that.
She's very interesting. She had many jobs before she wrote the Harry Potter books. She's also a mom.
Number 2.
How many children does she have? I bet they are proud of their mom.
Definitely. I respect her for a lot of reasons. She has worked hard to become a wonderful writer.
I heard the first Harry Potter book was written in the 1990s.
Yes, it was 1997. But then she wrote 6 more books in the series.
Number 3.
When was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows published? Now I want to read some of her books.
Maybe we can read them together sometime. I'd love to read the books a second time.
That sounds good.
Very good job. So after you finish your section D listening, I believe that you might think ready what is the correct answer according to each question, right? In 3 questions, that and among 3 questions there will be only one answer in here, right? Because of what? Because there are 4 or 3 answers in here, so that's why there will be only one answer is the correct answer. So I believe that you might already know about the answer in here, but to make sure about this one, everyone, let's check your answer all together with me. That we are going to move on to section E, that listens again and check your answer. So right now, everyone, let's start listening to check your answer.
E. Listen again and check your answers.
Hey, Becca, you look excited. What's going on?
Hi, Julie. I just finished reading Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. It's the last Harry Potter book.
I've seen the movies, but I've never read the books.
You should. J.K. Rowling is a great author.
Oh, really? Where was J.K. Rowling born?
She was born in England.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She's very interesting. She had many jobs before she wrote the Harry Potter books. She's also a mom.
How many children does she have?
She has 3.
I bet they are proud of their mom.
Definitely. I respect her for a lot of reasons. She has worked hard to become a wonderful writer.
I heard the first Harry Potter book was written in the 1990s.
Yes, it was 1997. But then she wrote 6 more books in the series.
When was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows published?
In 2007.
Now I want to read some of her books.
Maybe we can read them together sometime. I'd love to read the books a second time.
That sounds good.
Great job, right? So after you finish your listening to the answer to the conversation in here, everyone right now, let's see the answer with me, right? So number one answer is letter. Very good, right? It's letter A. Okay, that is answer number one, right? Number two, what is the answer number two? Very good, letter B, right? And then number three, the last one, what is it? Letter C, right? Okay. So everyone, after you finish listening, does your answer thinking? Okay, think like me. Very good, right? So I hope that you are going to have a good suggestion or good estimation, right? That you can think it by your own according to your listening to the question and according to your listening to the conversation about the story in there, right? Okay, so in section F, I am going to keep not doing this one. I am going to let you do by your own, right? In section F. And then we move on to the next page, page 91. That page 91 is writing. So read the example, circle all the simple past tense verbs, and underline all the present perfect tense verbs. So in here, you are going to have a reading this one, and then you are going to think which one is the past tense verb and which one is the present perfect tense verb, right? Okay. So in order that I would like to have a short reading to you first, and after I finish reading, you can read it at home or practice your reading at home, right? Okay. My brother always gets into little accidents. He is not very careful. Last month, when he was playing soccer in the yard, he kicked the ball too hard and smashed a window. Then last week he dropped his phone and broke it. He wanted to put it in his pocket but missed. He has just spilled his juice. There is a juice all over the table. However, there are many good things about my brother. He is very sporty and he likes to play badminton the most. He has played badminton for 2 years. He also likes to play the violin. He has played the violin since he was 6 years old, so he is very good now. He also loves reading. His favorite books are novels. He has read novels since he was 7, but he is not happy now because he has lost his favorite novel. He can't find it anywhere, right? Okay, so in here, I would like to tell you that you have to circle and underline for me by your own, but I just tell you how do you circle it, right? So when you are going to talk about the past simple tense, it is going to be talking about verb 2, right? And when the sentence consisting with present perfect tense, it must be have has plus verb 3. So when you see the verb, or we can say the sentence that has the word have has plus verb 3, you can underline that in order to show that that one is present perfect tense, right? But when you are going to see only verb 2 stay in the sentence, you can circle to that one. So it will be showing that it is the simple past tense verbs, right? Okay. So this one, I hope that you are going to do it at home and you are going to spend your time to read and to find about that one, about the simple past tense verbs and also present perfect tense verb, right? Okay, so right now let's move to section B altogether. The section B is that read again and check and answer the question. So in section B, there will be two questions here, right? The first question is that what accident did the writer's brother have last month, right? And then number 2, how long has the writer's brother played the violin? Okay, right. So in here you are going to answer the question according to your last reading, right? So number 1, what accident did the writer's brother have last month, everyone? Very good, right? So last month, okay, the accident is that he kicked the ball hard, right? And smashed the window, is it? Very good, right? Okay, I mean that kick the ball too hard and and it smashed the window, right? Okay, so number 2, how long has the writer's brother played the violin? All right, okay. So in here, the answer is that, right, okay, he has played the violin. Okay, how many years everyone? Okay, very good, right? 2, is it 2 years everyone? No, right, for badminton, but for violin it is going to talk about since he was 6 years, okay, 6 years old, right? Okay, so this is the time that he has played, and now he is good at playing the violin as well, right? Okay, so everyone, I think that we have already end up into unit, okay, and listening space 3 we end up unit 10, and also in hangout 6 we end up unit 8, right? So I hope that in the next unit you are going to get well, and then especially every question that you are wondering in the question, please ask the teacher, right? So every response to your question will be respond after we see your message. So right now I think that it's time, and I would like to say goodbye and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.